so there is no specific definition of a post-animal bioeconomy, but what people tend to think it means, and what I think it means, is that we can get to the point where science can help remove the use of sentient beings, of animals, and we can actually use science to do that. So we can use molecular biology, so we can grow meat in a vat in the lab. So lab-grown meat, cultured meat, that's another term for it.
And some of these are companies that you've actually funded at Eureka.
Yes. So this is not science fiction, this is science reality. So a company called Memphis Meats, they made the first lab-grown pork meatball. That was about two months ago.
It was indistinguishable.
Totally indistinguishable. It's the same thing, right? So the way that it works is you go to a pig, hopefully the pig's in a nice, friendly sanctuary, having fun, running around, being in mud, right? You take a little biopsy, a little muscle biopsy, you take those muscle cells and you grow them in a bioreactor. It kind of looks like the same place where you brew beer, right? Instead of brewing beer, you're brewing muscle cells, right? Roughly, right? And then you grow the muscle cells, and like there's this big blob of muscle, right? and then you cut it up and then you eat it, right? And that's a meatball, right? They also made a fajita, a beef fajita, and they ate that too, by the way. So that was check out, it's in all the like Newsweek's, Fortune, all that other sort of stuff. They have a video went viral. Check it out, Memphis Meats. They show them cooking the meatball.
Just the video went viral, right?
Just the video, yeah. No, not the video. Yeah, it was not FDA approved.
Yes, we have a question.
Yes, there's a question. Yes. It does, yeah. So I'm vegan, I didn't eat it. It's not fully vegan yet. But my co-founder did, and he'll eat anything. So I've seen him eat chocolates with ants. Right, but he said it tasted delicious. He said it tasted just like a meatball.
And so one of the problems, and we'll get up to more questions. One of the problems right now is that Memphis Meats, it costs them about $18,000.
Well, it's $1,000.
It's only $1,000, which is great. So it's down to $1,000 now.
$1,000 for one meatball.
But Memphis Meats' goal is to make it cost pennies.
That's right. So the aim is it's a cost curve, right? Everyone's familiar with Moore's law, right? Moore's law put these supercomputers into our pants, right? So we're gonna do the same thing. Hopefully not meatballs in our pants, but we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna drive the cost curve down. I've been watching too many Game of Thrones, right?
You're still sipping on that. You liked it. Don't lie.
I'm waiting for the high to kick in.
I am poor. I won't drink anything free.
You're saying
Still terrible.
technological advances in food production equals a blob of muscle?
Yes.
Okay.
And a blob of egg white, and a blob of gelatin, and anything else that biology can make, including a Kanye burger if you want one, right? If you love Kanye so much, you could actually, in theory,
Like a burger that thinks,
or if you love yourself,
like a very confident burger.
best burger in the world.
Yo, I invented the cheeseburger. I'm a genius. I need funding from Facebook. And
Your pork meatball was pretty good this year, right? I think that this meatball is the best of all time.
Other meatballs.
Likes a burger with a big ass, perhaps?
Yeah, yes. There we go. The Kim burger.
Kim
Oh,
burger.
okay, I guess
Kim
the
burger.
man-
Yeah.
Make those two, right?
Well, that sounds delicious.
Yeah.
So maybe we go ahead. Let's have a
So I
question.
heard that the body cannot distinguish between what is created from a certain source versus the artificial created source. For example, vitamins we can take taken out of plants and generated that way, just created from chemicals. The body does not difference. So in the same way,
Yes.
does it nutritionally affect the body? I was eating for like 9 years. I went to a vegan restaurant in San Francisco.
So the question is that our body cannot distinguish between something that's lab grown versus.
Yeah, so this is a really interesting question, right? So this is, a lot of people like, kind of the GMO thing, it's a very controversial thing. Interesting enough, I think the controversy is dying down a little bit, but people are like, oh no, I don't want to do GMOs. But the thing is, GMOs are, in theory, the proteins that are created should be indistinguishable from it's the same sequence, right? So when we have the genetic code, A, G, C, T, C, 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 it's like ones and zeros, right? And if it's exactly the same code, as long as it's made in a system, in a cell that recognizes the same code, there are differences between like bacteria and yeast and animal cells and plant cells. But like, as long as it's made in the same system, right, it should be exactly the same protein. Some variants, but roughly, right?
So what Monsanto does is actually puts stuff in that is not available in nature. Things like we kill certain pests and avoid certain kinds of fungus. So that's not quite the same thing as what
Well, kind of, right? So what Monsanto does, they do lots of stuff. They also do some chemicals, various other things, especially what gave them that kind of name. But sometimes they take like resistance for herbicide, a gene from one plant, and put it into another plant, corn or soy or various other things. So it's just from one plant to another, right? That's essentially it. It's DNA from one plant, they put it into another plant, right? They're not putting in, as far as I'm aware, fish genes or jellyfish genes or scorpion venom or whatever else, right? That would be bad,
Yeah.
right? That would be very bad. Right? If you ate GMOs made with scorpion venom, bad times because it's the same protein.
Or Tecate.
What's a cotton?
There's a second situation though where they've been inserting things like the parts